comparatively very little power, was forced now to come out and tell the truth about Blake Lively. Because she has made herself into the new Amber Heard.
Have you ever wondered if one of Hollywood's biggest names would risk turning down a colossal Marvel role just to avoid two people he allegedly can't stand? That's exactly the shocker fans are buzzing about, and it's turning all eyes on Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Reynolds, and Blake Lively. Whispered hints of betrayal, sky-high egos, and carefully orchestrated power moves have bubbled to the surface, leaving everyone to wonder, is this the biggest meltdown Hollywood's tried to hide in years? Or are we simply watching yet another? Rumors swirl out of control. Some claim it all began with Disney's plan to secure DiCaprio for a secretive new project, allegedly titled Avengers Doomsday, that would catapult the Marvel Universe into its next epic phase. For Disney, it must have seemed like a no-brainer. DiCaprio's name lights up any marquee, and fans already worship him for his dramatic brilliance. Locking him in would be a dream scenario. A serious actor merging with a blockbuster brand for a never-before-seen level of hype. Yet from day one, the deal apparently hit an insurmountable roadblock. Rumor says that the moment DiCaprio caught wind of Reynolds and Lively's heavy involvement, he lost interest, turned on his heels, and never looked back. People might ask how two such likable figures could scare off a top-tier talent. After all, Reynolds and Lively are the self-proclaimed comedic sweethearts of social media, adored for their playful banter and heartfelt appearances. But behind this glossy presentation, insiders paint a different picture. Allegedly, there's a thick file of stories detailing how they maneuver creative control, steer production directions, and generally craft a squeaky clean public image to mask a cutthroat approach that rubs some people the wrong way. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. Hushed speculation suggests DiCaprio never forgave Lively for what some call a doomed fling, or at least a close friendship that soured years before she married Reynolds. Although few solid details have emerged, rumor has it the falling out was severe enough that DiCaprio started referring to Lively as the new Amber Heard, implying he saw her as manipulative or even toxic. The exact nature of these alleged transgressions remains cloaked in hearsay, yet the tension might explain why DiCaprio bristles at any talk of teaming up with her again. Then there's the matter of Justin Baldoni, who seems like an unexpected wild card in this saga. According to some accounts, Baldoni found himself tangled in a separate controversy involving claims of harassment or intimidation behind the scenes, fueling a chain reaction that spilled over to folks like Lively. Allegedly, raw footage from a film set revealed heated arguments and blame games, sparking a fresh wave of speculation over which star was truly at fault. The rumor mill claims Lively had more to do with it than she let on, quietly guiding the narrative while pinning the blame on Baldoni. Coupled with the attention still swirling around Lively's rumored pattern of bullying, some see a parallel to that very public meltdown between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, with a new cast of characters stepping into old roles. Not everyone buys into these stories, of course, and many fans say there's no credible proof. But where Hollywood is concerned, absence of evidence rarely stops a good controversy. Insiders close to Disney maintain that the Avengers Doomsday concept was never fully fleshed out without DiCaprio's signature. These same insiders also whisper that Ryan Reynolds was one of the loudest proponents of bringing DiCaprio on board, hoping to produce a game-changing dynamic that would electrify fans worldwide. Rumor suggests Reynolds sold the idea to Disney, with the promise of comedic gold clashing with DiCaprio's intense, dramatic edge. But as negotiations wore on, DiCaprio's team allegedly grew wary, labeling Reynolds' influence overbearing and calling out Lively's rumored hidden hand in every important decision. What's truly puzzling is the magnitude of control Reynolds and Lively supposedly wield. Marvel is a behemoth brand that typically follows its own drumbeat, not the whims of any single star. Yet if these claims are accurate, it sounds like Disney placed tremendous trust in the couple, possibly after seeing how well Reynolds elevated Deadpool into a massive success. That success gave him a golden ticket, or so some say, a pass to rework scripts, reshuffle cameo rosters, and even shape entire marketing campaigns. Imagine DiCaprio stepping onto a set where he has to abide by what he might consider shallow comedic tropes, or watch decisions float by that he feels place commerce over artistry. For an actor known to chase Oscars and push cinematic boundaries, that could be the perfect storm of creative dissonance. And that's exactly what the rumor mill says happened. Supposedly, DiCaprio's advisors saw bright red flags waving the second they realized Reynolds and Lively were not only cast members, but co-producers or silent backseat drivers. Allegations flared about them orchestrating cameo lineups to highlight their brand, shutting out potential conflicts, and even re-editing comedic beats to ensure that Reynolds' sense of humor took center stage. Those close to DiCaprio apparently described it as a nightmare scenario, imagining every scene overshadowed by showy banter or last-minute script flips. Some claim DiCaprio's final response was a curt refusal, followed by an off-record comment that he'd sooner skip Marvel altogether than become a supporting player in the Reynolds-Lively machine. Yet, maybe DiCaprio wasn't the only one side-eyeing the power couple's rumored sway. Whispers suggest other Marvel stalwarts, such as Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, got wind of the tension and had mixed reactions. If gossip is to be believed, Evans supposedly tried playing mediator at one point, hoping to preserve franchise unity. Johansson, with a unique vantage, having worked with Reynolds long ago, was rumored to be more cautious, wary of stepping into any personal landmines. As soon as even a fraction of this behind-the-scenes drama reached the upper echelons of Disney, executives had to weigh whether the star power of DiCaprio was worth antagonizing the comedic duo they'd grown to rely on. But that wasn't the whole story. Tucked into the margins are unverified reports of heated phone calls, resentful text messages, and private outbursts. One leak describes DiCaprio complaining about a smiling backstabber, presumably targeting Reynolds. Another suggests Lively's alleged manipulation goes beyond mere ambition, that she orchestrates tabloid pieces, plants stories, and ensures negative press remains just speculation. These accounts paint her as the ultimate power player, forging alliances that keep her name unblemished while others bear the brunt of controversy. Naturally, Lively's fans dismiss these tales as wild gossip, pointing to her philanthropic work and careful public persona as evidence of her sincerity. Still, even for the cynics who consider this just tabloid fodder, the ripple effects are real enough. Disney has reportedly shifted to backup plans, eyeing other A-listers to fill whatever high-stakes role DiCaprio was initially offered. Some suspect Tom Cruise might be an option. Others speculate that if Disney can't land a heavy hitter, they'll rely on building a new star from scratch. Either way, the DiCaprio fiasco underscores a growing sentiment that Marvel is no longer just about telling superhero stories. It's about navigating the labyrinth of celebrity politics. There's a certain irony in seeing Marvel, a cinematic universe built on the theme of heroes uniting to battle epic threats, nearly undone by personal grudges. Not that it's the first time we've witnessed behind-the-scenes drama overshadow on-screen magic, but in this case, the star. Power is so great and the speculation so intense that fans are left dissecting every cryptic interview and cryptic social media post for hidden jabs. When Reynolds jokes that some people can't handle humor, is he throwing shade at DiCaprio? When Lively curates her lifestyle brand with a certain flourish, is it a shot at the actor who once belittled her artistic integrity? In Hollywood's echo chamber, even an innocent mention can ignite 1,000 theories. Some believe all of this will fade away if the major players keep their lips sealed. Others think we're one leaked voicemail away from an all-out media frenzy that forces each party to go on record. And lurking in the background are folks like Justin Baldoni, whose own entanglements with allegations of on-set harassment remain murky. Could more secret footage emerge, shining a light on bigger feuds? At this point, Hollywood watchers have learned to never say never when it comes to revelations that can flip a narrative overnight. Whether you see DiCaprio as a hero for sticking to artistic principles or merely a stubborn diva who can't coexist. With comedic upstarts, the truth is likely buried somewhere in between. Reynolds' popularity and Lively's impeccable image may be genuine, or they may be shielded by a labyrinth of PR strategies. DiCaprio might be the consummate professional who's simply had enough of backroom deals. Or maybe he's guarding grudges from long ago, letting personal history overshadow what could have been a groundbreaking role.